I'm Hollie McNish and I work as a poet, so I go around different places reading my poems, and I guess I'm here because I write a lot about motherhood and breastfeeding and, and boobs. Yeah, I was asked to come here to read some poems. I've written loads and loads of poems about parenthood and my experiences of feeding and just sort of thinking about my body a bit more after having a baby and being pregnant. So I just did a reading, which is about half an hour. But yeah, to be honest, it's been the most fascinating 2 days that I think I've ever been to. I'm not just saying that, it's been amazing. Normally, if I go to a conference, then I often can't stay for the whole thing, or I'll go in an hour before I have to be on and then have to scoot off. But for this one, I asked specifically if I could come for the whole 2 days, just because the opportunity to hear Unicef talking and all the academics that have spoken is just, it's blown my mind a little bit. It's given me a lot of thought for new poems, and it's kind of made me sad that I didn't come here to something like this when I was actually pregnant. So I went through pregnancy and birth and breastfeeding and all these feelings of guilt and not knowing what I was doing, and I think, man, if I'd have come to this when I was about 18, before I'd actually thought about it and had a baby, I'd probably have been one of the most confident parents. I sort of wish people could come and hear what these people are saying before they've had a baby sometimes. That's what I've been thinking. So I've got a lot of poems I write every week, and I always have, really. So I've got about 400 pages of poems and diary entries about being a parent, and was asked if I would publish all of them, because there were a few on motherhood that are already been published, but I think just people liked the honesty, so asked if I would publish more, and then the publishers asked if I would just publish all the diaries as well. So it's gone from being a few poems to being like 100 poems to being 100 poems plus 100 pages of me waffling on the page. Now it's going to be a book that's 400 pages long, with every diary entry I wrote from finding out I was pregnant on my way to Glastonbury Festival. That's where I found out I was pregnant, or did a test on the way there, and then to dropping my daughter off at preschool when she was 3. So like 3.5 years worth of diaries, a lot about boobs, a lot about feeding, a lot about sex after birth, which no one talked to me about either. I think it all goes together, sort of women's feelings about their bodies goes with reasons that I know why a lot of people didn't feed as well. Like, it's all wound up in the same sort of thing, I think. I just feel, yeah, I wrote the poem Embarrassed, and it's been shared a lot, and I think that's maybe what they saw to invite me here. And loads of people have said, like, thanks for being honest. Not my family. They've been like, Hollie, can you stop talking about things so much? But I think the more people that have said thanks for being honest, the more I'm just like, all right, cool, just publish every diary I've ever written. I don't care anymore. I'm going to get hate for it, but it doesn't matter. You can only be sort of slagged off so many times before it starts going over your head a bit.